Happy Valentine's Day, everyone. Today we're back in a special edition that we record and put out the same day because Joe's a loser. So, welcome to the show, Streamin Demons, myself, Joe, and my co host, Amelie. Say hello.
Hello.
Hello. Today's show is Honey Bunch. If you caught my interview with Madeline and Dust, you know I loves the Honey Bunches of notes, and we're going to talk about today. You watched it yesterday, right?
Correct. I watched it yesterday.
Awesome. I had like a bit ago. And if you want to watch it with us or watch it later, it is on Shudder right now. Shudder in the United States and I guess Canada. So, Honey Bunch. I'm going to read off the IMDb. When Diana wakes up from a coma of memory loss, she and her husband seek experimental treatments at a remote facility. Sounds like Valentine's Day already. As the procedure intensify, their marriage is put to the test and Diana begins to question her husband's true motives. Starring Grace Golowicki, Ben Petrie, and Jason Isaacs. Which honestly, I kind of like the all around. I like the cast all around. I do. And so, what was your impression going into it?
Okay, I really like the landscape. I would say for the first 15 minutes, I really like the landscape, the detail of the little manoir where they go. I
Mm.
really liked the way it was filmed. It was like 60s, 70s vibes. I really like that. It was a little bit slow at the beginning, but past, I would say 15, 20 minutes, boom, the action starts and you get caught by the story. And I like it.
I agree. I agree. Though after I actually watched Honey, this isn't a lie. I actually did watch Honey Bunch instead of the Super Bowl. So I was watching on Super Bowl Sunday because I couldn't watch me lose any more money than I already did on that fucking game. But the Friday before, Joe Bob Briggs, the last drive of Joe Bob Briggs, had a bit of a slow burn for the last movie. It was slow. That last movie was ass, just pure fucking ass. Slow burn, slow burn. Nothing ever fucking happens in a movie. This movie started out slow. I was like, ah, fuck. I mean, I'll give them the benefit of the doubt of being a slow burn, but I just got burnt on one a couple days before, and like, fuck. But yeah, once Act One, and the acts are nicely structured, by the way. You can tell Act One, to A, to B, and three, right? You get so immersed in the movie that it's like, okay, it started out slow, but on purpose. It
Yeah,
doesn't finish slow. It doesn't go middle slow. It just starts out slow on purpose,
yeah.
which I enjoyed. I enjoyed the storytelling of it, right?
Hmm.
So you had that, and it's one of those movies where it's beautifully shot.
It's true.
Like the setting is amazing, and I'm smiling because I want to talk about one of these. I want to talk about a scene that has nudity in it. Spoiler alert: there's nudity in this movie, but I don't know how to do it without spoiling. So I'm gonna do it very vague. Amelie, have you seen the new Games of Thrones, The Night of the Realms, or Night of the Hidden
Yes.
Gardens? Okay, are you caught
Yes.
up?
Yeah.
Have you what? Okay, good. So if anyone's not seen Game of Thrones, a new one, shut your ears right now. But I made a joke because one of them starts out with a guy, the old dude with his dick. I'm like, can you imagine the casting call? Like, all right, we want a guy like 70, 80 years old, like bigger than Tommy Lee. He's gonna die off in the movie, like 2 seconds. Like he has to be naked through the most of his screen time. He has to be naked, by the way. So I'm like, what? I cannot imagine getting a casting call like that. I'm like, oh yeah, what does that look like? It's like, okay, drop your pants for a while. Oh yeah, okay, looks more like Mick Mars, which is Mick Mars is bigger. So you have a moment in this movie where this guy's just a buck ass naked, like running around. But it fits the movie. I'm not saying they did it on purpose. Well, it fits the plot. But I'm like, what the fuck's the casting call for this? Like, wanted some dude from some guy 5'8" must be completely okay with just being butt ass naked through his entire fucking film role. Or am I just like making this too much of a American centric prudeness of
Yeah,
it?
it's American because when you mention the nudity, I'm like, what nudity?
You didn't see the
Um,
fucking nudity? You see the
uh,
guy's dick. That's not nudity
and
for you?
that's typical American. Like, ooh, I don't like that with Americans. We are going to have a sensual sex scene with a man and a woman. They have sex, they have orgasm and stuff. And then the sex scene is like the lady stood up and she has her bra. I'm like, no, I'm sorry. When I'm fucked, I don't have my bra. I'm naked. I go to the
I do.
shower or to the toilet. You know what I
I
mean?
have one on when I fuck.
Like, it's very American. Like, oh, I see a dick. Of course you see a dick. The guy is
Oh,
naked.
hold on, hold on.
You see what I
So you
mean?
never had no, let's back up to something important. You never had sex with your fucking clothes on? Your bra on?
No.
Never.
When you go to the bed, no. You
You've
take
never
off
had
and you
sex
go.
where you were always butt ass naked having sex.
In a
Always.
bed. In a bed.
And you're always in a bed, first of all.
When you watch the movies, they undress, they take off
Yeah. No,
everything, they're
I know, but I'm
naked.
asking you. I'm
And
asking you. I don't care.
then they
I've
came
seen the
up.
movie before. I'm asking you. So you only have sex in bed? I didn't bring this up. You did.
No, it's not that. It's when you go to bed and you're naked, you don't add your breasts the next day after having sex with a person. You're naked, you don't care. You stand up, you grab your bra, and you see
Ugh.
what I mean?
Ugh. Trust me, if I went to bed with anyone naked, they'd be like, "Holy shit!" Like, that'll be like science fiction horror show for me. They're like,
For
let's poke
what?
some at him. For what? I'm like 50, motherfucker. That's for what? But yeah, I don't look good. I don't look good with clothes or naked. I just like, I don't know, man. Anyways, so I maybe like okay, maybe it is an American thing. Maybe it is an American thing. Who knows?
No, it's an American thing because we European are well known to make movie where oh you have a naked man, yes it's a naked man, so what? You know, it's not film in the sense of sexuality. It's just a man with a penis. Point. It's like for example, you can film a woman going to the mammography, you're going to see breast. Yes, but why there is a breast? Because she's going for a mammography. Or a mother giving the breast to her baby. Oh, breast. Okay, yeah, but she gives the breast to the baby. There is a way to film it. There is a way of color, etc. And it's really interesting. Like, for example, there is a lot of documentary made of the nudity through a movie. For example, there is a difference between the nudity in Game of Thrones and the nudity in a French movie where the man is standing up naked in the nature, for example, in a nudist campsite. Like, you can see the different way to interpret nudity.
Okay.
Like, no, there is a lot of nudity,
No,
but
it's
it's
fine. No, I
normal.
get it.
Like,
I
it's
didn't eat anything fucking today. It's all good. No, so I get it. I take the point. All right. So in this movie, which is Honey Bunch, and you can watch Honey Bunch on Shudder, and you probably should. It's a spoiler on my own review. Is decent. It is decent. It really does go home on a lot of psycho. Well, let's say because what does IMDb listed as? I would say it's more of a psychological drama. And then I think, yeah, they do comedies, fantasy, horror, sci-fi, thriller. I can see the thriller part of it. I can see the sci-fi. I can see all this. But if there's comedic moments, there's horrific moments, there's thrilling moments, and it is without any type of a procedure intensifies. Like we'll just say it's not within current realm of medical science, so that's why it's science fiction moments of it, right? The premise of it, and it really deals with. I don't want to. Me really trying to do this. I did this in an interview as well. Try not to spoil anything. It really deals with the question of who people are. Like, who are you? What makes a person a person? What makes a person a person? I mean, having coma with a memory loss. So, what makes a person a person? Is it their lived experiences, what they currently remember? Is it something else? Like, was it those like the theoretical soul or whatnot? Like, what makes a person a person? Did you like the relationships between the husband and wife?
that's a good question.
Well, that's why I asked that shit.
Hmm. When you look at the flashback, yes. When they have conversation and everything is fine, yes. I like the way they talk to each other. They're very intellectual. They're not stupid. They're people who have an education.
Yeah.
The story is set up in the 60s, I guess, 60s, 70s. And there are people who have a certain education and they chat with each other. They love each other, they chat with each other, and they're married. They're a couple. They're not just boyfriend, girlfriends. They're married, etc. They don't have kids, but they're a young couple married. And I really like the way they talk about getting old and the philosophy of being in love. When I say je t'aime to you, you need to say je t'aime back,
I
etc.
know.
What it means, I
Huh,
love you,
I-
etc. And yes, you're right. There is this scene I really like when he's like, I love you. And she talks like, hey, wait, can you say I love you back? And she's like, yeah, but I don't want to say I love you if I don't feel to say I love you. Like we're married. What do you mean? What do you mean by I need to say I love you? I'm not going to say I love you every day because if I say I love you every day, it's like bonjour, bonjour, bonjour. It's boring. It's like I don't want you to lie. I want you to say to me I love you when you really feel the love. And I really like the fact she said, hey, I'm married to you. I'm with you. We just have sex. Like, that's sex. What do you want more? What do you want more? What's love? And that's really interesting with this movie is I watched it yesterday. Today was Valentine's Day.
Mhm.
And I had a very long day. Children were noisy. Husband was annoying. And I decided to order myself my butter chicken. I watched the movie. I was eating the butter chicken, and the movie is very relaxing at the beginning. Like the light are very, very golden, with
Yeah.
fire, and they're in a beautiful little castle. There is no music whatsoever. They have a dinner, as we said in French, en tête-à-tête, one to one, and they have the dinner proposed according to their diet. So this is your plate. It's according to your diet and your medication and what you need to follow. And I'm like, wow, that's great. Like, I would love to go on a date in a restaurant when you go to a hotel for a weekend getaway with the
Yeah.
person you love, and they prepare to you the food you want according to your diet and your disease. I was like, would be sensational. So I was eating, etc. And they have a conversation, and she's sick, and da 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 and da da da, and it's very slow. And after 20 minutes of movie, it starts to accelerate. You can
Yeah.
meet another set
Act
of
two for yourself.
people. There is a pain, the physical pain of doing exercise. She needs to take her medication. She have radio, etc. There is a medical. You have the story. You have more character, etc. There is more and more and more and more. It's the color change. The scene are faster and
Yeah.
you jump like you see things. I jump. There is a scene, I don't know if we can talk about it. I really jump.
I think. Let me ask if 'cause you texted me what you're jumped at. Is it when the person has bleeding from the ear?
Yes.
Yeah, you can talk about just the randomness of someone bleeding from the ear because that's not a spoiler. Like, oh my god, the bleeding from the ear scene.
Yeah, it's a scene.
It's
It's really positive. It's really great. The
yeah,
exercise, everything is great, and there is nothing. How can I say? It's not scary like the scary monster who jumped out of your bed, or there is no serial killer
yeah. That's
whatsoever,
why I was wondering why you
guys.
jumped.
It's really it's real. And I got scared and I grabbed my ears and I was like, oh no, 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 no. You know what I mean? Like
I
it's
get worried for the
so
character. So you get worried
yeah,
for the character then.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
Okay,
But
that's what the
even
jump
like
was.
it's the ears, like imagine bleeding from the ears. Like that's
Yeah, I'm pretty sure I can
mm,
imagine that.
yeah, yeah, but yeah. Yeah, you see what I mean? Like, and it's interesting with this movie is the storyline is interesting. The conversation between actors are very interesting, very entertaining. It's not just it's a beautiful day today. No, they really have a talk. And I like, how can I say, the chemistry between the two actors because they love each other, but at the same time, you're like, do they like each other? Like, is it not a little bit too much annoying, etc.? And more you go through the movie, more and more you get pieces just like the
Of their
main character,
past life,
and you're
yeah.
like, whoa, whoa, whoa,
Yeah,
whoa.
I liked how they did it with Grace Golwicki and Ben Petrie. Pertwee. No, that's just Petrie. Wow, sorry, man. I was thinking of John Pertwee. I really like how they do that, and even there's parallels. A lot of them are in pairs, like Diane and Homer in pairs, and then you have Joseph, who's played by Jason Isaac, and his daughter are kind of. I think that's his daughter. I may have made a whole fucking assumption on that one. Are in pairs, and then you have like Dylan and Fair. You know, all these people are pair. Josephina, you kidding me? Josephina, Joseph, Jesus Christ! Yeah, you have all these pairs put in there, and they work together as their own unit, but they also work together as pairs that will spread out with each other and interact, not just like you're saying, not how's your day type thing, but they start giving plot points just in their talk. And you as like the fly in the wall, like you're really interested in those plot points. Like, okay, this
Hmm.
motherfucker dirty. This motherfucker dirty, man. It's dirty. I want to see
Yeah.
this Ben. And Ben is sorry, Homer, who's played by Ben. Like he is not likable. I mean, not always likable. I'll
Yeah.
correct myself.
He is
There's
in
moments of
love.
likability.
He is in love, but sometimes he's super weird. Super,
Yeah.
super weird. Like, for example, my favorite couple, I'm going to be honest, it's the father-daughter. I like their energy. I like the fact he's frank with his daughter. I like how he tried to help her. It's like, go girl, go, Vasi, go, you can do it and everything. Do your
Yeah.
exercise. I really love you. I'm very proud of you. They have a good energy. Him, you can see he's in love with her. He wants the best for her, but something's fishy.
Him being Homer, not being Joseph.
Hmm.
You're talking about the husband wife, not the okay.
Yeah, yeah, Homer.
I agree, and that's a great dynamic. That's what I'm saying. It runs parallel to each other, and without spoiling, this is one of those things you really have to walk around or talk around in a little bit of a minefield here because you don't want to spoil it. It's a good movie. It's like the sound. Watch this. The sound's great. The casting is fantastic. The acting is amazing. The directing and writing, I mean, is written and directed by the same people. And if you look at my interview, and you should look at my interview, motherfuckers, you're going to see how well they just work together, even on interviews. You know, Madeline and Dusty work really ridiculously well as writers, obviously, boom, and as directors, obviously, boom. And I'm so glad they made this movie because it made my Super Bowl Sunday a hell of a lot fucking better. And it's something we can talk about. Is this a date movie? Is this a date movie? Honey Bunch?
Definitely,
Yeah, I think so
definitely.
too. I think so too. It's a good Valentine's Day movie. I think Shudder kind of listed it on yesterday, Friday the 13th. And I believe it's a great Valentine's. If you're into horror or even psychological, this is something, God, not to sound like a elitist dick right now. This is something, if your friend likes those Oscar movies that only two freaking people in the goddamn world watch, you know who you are. This is something you can watch with your friend, Honey Bunch, because it's going to hit that fucking deep intellectual vibe, right? But it's also entertaining because it's well done and it's not pretentious little fuck twaddles, right? So you hit the vibe like, oh, it's a real horror movie too. Cool. So Honey Bunch, man, it's only an hour and 53 minutes. It's under 2 hours. And like it's a slow burn that builds and kabooms. Properly so. Would you, I know this is on Shudder right now, streaming service. Would you want to have seen this in the theater?
Yeah, definitely.
Me too. Me too. I would want to see this in the theater for a myriad number of scenes. Some of the locations beautiful, and it starts. I'm not. It's not a spoiler because I think it starts off with some water background, and all that just lends itself to, you know, this big screen, man. It'd be nice. It's a nice movie. I would not be if I paid my money to get this for 2 hours. I would not be disappointed.
No, because it's beautiful, and I really like the originality of the way they film everything, like 60s, 70s. The landscape is breathtaking, and I would like to add there is a French woman or a francophone who is playing, and she's French. I was very surprised. She speaks French like a French.
Yeah, I think they're a Canadian film. It's a film out of Canada, so I think
Hmm.
that French woman might be Quebecois. Oh,
Oh, no,
she
no,
might
no.
actually be a francophone.
But
I
if
don't know.
she's Quebecois, she has a fantastic French accent.
But I was just extrapolating it based upon where I knew the movie was fucking shot towards, you know. But here we go. We both say go watch it in a theater.
Hmm.
Honestly, you can. It was filmed in Ontario, by the way. Yeah, you can absolutely absolutely stream this on Shudder right now. If you don't have Shudder, put it this way. What the fuck else are you going to watch on Shudder besides Joe Bob Briggs once a fucking month on a Friday, the first Friday every month? Besides The Last Drive-In with Joe Bob Briggs, yeah, Jack and shit on Shudder. Sorry. I guess Boulay Brothers or some shit like that, some random shocking stuff. So find the gems. They do appear. We speak their names. And the gem for Shudder right now is Honey Bunch. Check it out, man. That's my thing. Check it out today. Today's. Go back in time. Check it out yesterday too. All right. That's it for us. Joe and Amelie, I just want to say happy Valentine's Day to everyone out there. And I don't even know, did they even celebrate Valentine's Day in Prague?
Yes, we do.
Okay,
Oh,
happy
yes, in
Valentine's
Europe,
Day to
yeah.
you too.
Ho, 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 ho. Valentine's Day is a very important thing in Europe.
Well, then, happy Valentine's Day to you too, motherfuckers. All right. Love on ya. Bye, everyone. Toodles.
Bye.
I hear a cat.